Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to be giving directions to help you get through the ice caves in the far territories. Now, this cave can be a transition between Sundered Pass, the Zone of Contamination, and Forsaken Airfield. And I'm going to show you how to get from whatever region you're in to whatever region you want to go to. I will also be placing chapters in the video so that way you can easily jump to whatever set of directions you need. So let's go ahead and get into it. First, we're going to start in Forsaken Airfield and make our way to Zoc, or the Zone of Contamination. If you don't know where the entrance to this cave is too, I'll show you the map here. Okay, so here is Forsaken Airfield. Here's the control tower in the airfield. So this cave is going to be up here, kind of by Shoulder Lake. We zoom in, our downed helicopter is right here. Here's the bear cave, and here's the transition cave. So let's go ahead and go on our way. Okay, let's get a lantern going. All right, and let's go. We're just gonna go straight for right now. And don't mind my spray paint cans or the markings that I have made. Spent quite a while marking this out. But yep, we're just gonna keep following this path essentially. There's really nowhere else to go at this point, but just to follow all this tunnel. We're gonna go through this stone door frame here. That's what I like to call them. Those little like rectangular stone pieces. And then we have a tilted stone door frame. And we're still just gonna follow this tunnel until we get to here. This is our first place where we have a choice to make. So we can go left or we can go straight. And we're gonna go straight. Now, once you get to this room is just a circle. You can go any way you want. Just remember, it's easier, though, to stick to this right side wall and follow it around until you get here. Now, this way we can go right or we can go left. And we're going to go left. Okay. Now we have another choice. We can go right again, or we can go straight. And we're going to go straight. And we're just going to keep on going. And now we're going to come to this room with this ramp. And this is good. This lets us know we're going the right way. So we're going to head up this ramp. And we're just going to follow it all the way to the top. Okay. And we're just going to follow this tunnel. All right, so here we have another choice. We can go straight or we can go left, but we're going to go straight. So if we can see these stalactite and stalagmite, that's a good sign. We're going the right way. Now, this is kind of hard to see. You're going to get to this room and you're going to be like, where the heck do I go? But there is a path right here. So we're going to go through this. And now we have made it to the atrium. So this is our first atrium. And to get to Zoc, we're just going to walk straight out. And we should eventually come across a bridge. Okay, here's our bridge. So if we were going to Sundered Pass, we would go this way. But since we're going to Zoc, we're going to pass this bridge, and we're going to keep going this way. And we're just going to follow this. And we're going to keep going through this tunnel here. And then we have all these slanted ceilings. And we're just following this tunnel until we come to a place to make a decision. All right, here's our first decision. So we can go right or we can go left. Right is a dead end, so we're going to go left. And there's also another decision right after this one, so we can go left or we can go straight. We're going to go straight. So we should come to this area where we have to crouch. We're going to crouch and go through that. Okay. Here we are. We have made it. Okay. And here's our next decision. So we can go really straight or we can veer left. We're going to go straight. And here we are. We are very close to the exit. So you can go this way, but this way is a dead end. So I would say just go right and stick to this water. And here is the exit to the Zone of Contamination. We've done it! Hooray! Yep, here we are. Here's the Zone of Contamination. All right, and I will see you guys back at the Forsaken Airfield entrance to go to Sundered Pass. All right, we are back in Forsaken Airfield, and we are going to be going to Sundered Pass. So we're going to get in this transition cave here. We're going to turn on a lantern. And off to Sundered Pass we go. So just going to follow this tunnel until we come to a point of decision. Here's one of our stone door frames. Here's our slanted stone door frame. All right. Here's our first decision. We can go to the left or we can go straight. We're going to go straight. Now, this is the room with the pillar. So if you remember, it's really easy if you try and go, along that way to get turned around and go back out the way you came. So stick to this right wall here and follow it to this next little room. So where we can go right or we can go left. We're going to go left. At this next point, we can go left or we can go right, or we can go straight. We're going to go straight. We're trying to get back to the atrium. Okay, here we go. And here's the room with our ramp in it. So we're going to go up this ramp all the way to the top. And don't get stuck on that. I'm trying. And we're just going to follow this tunnel. Okay, here's our next place to make a decision. We can go left or we can go straight. We're going to go straight. Okay, here's our stalactite and stalagmite. So that's good. And here's our hidden passage right here in the corner. And this should be the atrium. Yep, here we are. All right, so now we're looking for that stone bridge I pointed out before. Because this time, we're going to be going across it. We're going to cross this chasm. Don't fall down there. Over to the other side. Okay, and we're just going to follow this path until we come to another place to make a decision. All right, so this just goes to the same place. This is just a circle. So you can go on either side of this, and you're going to end up right here either way. So now we have another decision to make. We can go to our right or to our left. We're going to go left. No way to go there, so we're just going to follow this left path up. And there's a little ramp here we have to go up. All right. And now we're to another place with a chasm. So we're just going to follow this path. Just going to keep on following it. Until we get to this bridge. And across the bridge. And once we come here, we can go to our right or to our left. Left is like a dead end. Sometimes there's stuff back there, so it's good to check. But since we're going to Sundered Pass, we're going to go right. And we're just going to follow this. Follow this ledge. All right. So we're going to come here. There's actually a path here, and this one's hard to see. There's a path up here on this rock. If you go this way, you'll essentially get to the same place, but it takes longer and it's more winding. So we're going to find this rock where we can step up, and we're going to go up this way. All right, and here's, if you remember that other tunnel I showed you down below, this is where it'll kind of meet up. So we don't want to go that way because we'll end up back in that atrium, so we want to go straight. We should be able to hear wind now, which is a good indicator that we're going the right way. And here we are in another chasm. And we're going to follow this until we get to this rope. But before we climb this, I'm going to refill our lantern. All right, great. Okay, up the rope. All right, so once we're up top, we're going to be looking for this. There's a little bridge that goes to the other side. So we're going to go across that bridge and go to the other side. Just gonna follow this, and it'll eventually, there will be a path here. We're gonna follow that into the other side of the cave. Just gonna follow this tunnel. And we have another path going up. All right. So this is just nothing. So we're gonna go this way. And we're gonna come to this room. I don't know if you can see it yet, but there's a big block of ice down here. So we're actually gonna jump down onto this water, and we're just gonna follow this. And we're gonna follow it to this big ice waterfall. And there can also be a wolf in here, so just be careful. And if there is a wolf, it's gonna be here. This is where Maisie lives. So once we get here and we see this ice, we're gonna turn, and there will be a place where we can come off here and get onto this rock. And then we're gonna walk up to this little path here. And just follow this. All right. The next place where we have a decision is right here, where this column is. We can go to the left, or we can go right. We're going to go to the right. So this, you can go either way here. You'll end up in the same place, which is right here. So you can take either of those paths, and you will end up in the correct spot. We're just going to continue to follow this. All right. So once we come here, you're going to see this. There is actually a little path here, or you can go off to the left. The left isn't really anything, so we're going to go straight, and we're going to work our way up this path here. So here, this will not take you to the same place. There's a path that goes down, and there's a path that goes up. We want to go on the path that goes up. And we'll get to this climbing spot here. There we are. And here is Sundered Pass. Here we are. Welcome to Sundered Pass. Okay, so here we are in the Zone of Contamination, and we are going to be making our way to Forsaken Airfield. Show you the map here. So, here's the entrance to Transfer Pass. The mine is up here. So pretty much you're going to go behind the mine and follow this creek all the way down to right here. This is the cave system. So if you can see, here's the trailer. Here's like the mine. Here's the concentrator. So you would follow this road down. There's the trailer right here. You'd go past this trailer. There is a little like a natural hill right here until you come to this waterway, and then you would just follow this water straight down to the transition cave. So, all right, let's get in here. Oh, I think we need a drink first. We need food and some drink real quick. I just eat this. All right, perfect. So let's head in here. Let us get a lantern on. Okay, and we're going to follow this frozen waterway straight in. And we're going to be keeping an eye out on our left. There will be a little place where we can go off and go into the cave system. All right, here's our left, and you can always see this waterfall from here or the top of it. There's nothing down there. It's just a dead end. So we're going to go this way. Okay. So our first decision here is we can go to the right or we can go straight around this. We're going to go straight around this. Okay, and we're going to come to our crouching area. If you remember that from coming from Forsaken Airfield to the Zone of Contamination. Okay, and then we're going to uncrouch. And our next decision is straight or right. And we want to go straight. So we come to another thing here, and we can go left or we can go straight. We're going to go straight. To the left is just a dead end. And we're going to follow this tunnel until we get to our next decision point. Let me up, please. Thank you. Okay, probably gonna have to crouch to go through this one. All right, and here we're back in our atrium. So we're looking for our bridge, which is right here. That goes to Sundered Pass. So we're gonna continue going. So you're gonna come to a cave here on this side. This is not the right cave. You want to keep going all the way back to the corner. And you'll see some of these, I call them stone door frames, just because they're kind of rectangular. They almost remind me of like Stonehenge with the way they're just positioned. But yeah, we're looking for this one. And we're going to follow this down. Okay, first decision. We can go right or we can go straight. We're going to go straight. Okay, and this should be our little ramp. So we're just going to follow this ramp all the way down to the bottom. Okay, we're at the bottom. And there's really no other way to go other than to just, you know, follow the cave network. Or this tunnel, or whatever you want to call it. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, so now we're at our next decision point. We can go left, or we can go straight. We're going to go straight. And our next decision. We can go straight, or we can go right. We're going to go right. And if you can see the stone pillar, so it's really easy to actually go in here and go around this and get turned around and come back out the same way. So I would stay from this point, aim for this wall right here, and follow this wall till you get to here, this next room. So you can go right or you can go straight. We're going to go straight. And then we're just going to follow this path. And if you can see that like hole with the snow right there, the hole in the ceiling with the snow, that lets us know we're going to the right place. All right. And here we are. Here's the exit to Forsaken Airfield. Ta-da! Forsaken Airfield. We have done it. All right, and I will see you back at the Zone of Contamination entrance, and we will make our way to Sundered Pass. All right, so we are in the Zone of Contamination, and we are going to be making our way to Sundered Pass. So we're going to leave the Zone of Contamination, head into this cave system. Let's get our lantern on. Okay. And we're going to follow this waterway and keep an eye on our left wall. Okay, here's our path to go off. So we're going to go this way. All right, first decision. We can go right or we can go straight. We're going straight. Here's our crouching area. We're going to go through here. Okay, stand up. And now again, we can go right or we can go straight. We're going straight. Once we come here, we can go left or we can go straight. We're going straight. Left is just a dead end. Now we're just following this path back to the atrium. Okay, our little slanty ceiling here. And then have to crouch through here. And here we are back at the atrium. We're looking for this, our bridge. We're going to go across the bridge. Okay. And we're just going to keep going. All right, and if you can see this snow here, we're heading towards that. And now we have a decision to make. We can go to the right or we can go to the left. We are going to the left. And just going to follow this path. And we get to our first ramp here. We're going to go up. Okay, and we're just going to follow this ledge until we get to our next stone bridge. Which is right here. Okay. Left is a dead end, so we're going to go right. Just follow this path around. Okay, and here we are to this decision. So this looks like the best way to go because there's clearly a path there, but it goes around in a circle. And this way is actually much shorter. There's a path here, so we're going to step up on this rock and we're going to go up this path. Okay, if we go this way, this is going to loop around to that other path that I pointed out, so we're going straight. We don't want to end up where we started. And we can hear wind. That's a good sign. That's what we want. And we'll see these like greenish tinted rocks. That's another good sign. And this should be our rope climb right here. There it is. All right, let's head up this rope. All right, now we're gonna look around for our bridge, which is right there, and that's what we want. We're gonna go across to the other side. Just gonna keep following this, and we're gonna keep an eye on our left-hand wall here. And here's our path. That's what we wanted. And we're gonna follow this into the other part of the cave system. Just gonna keep on going. There's another ramp up. So we should be almost there now. All right, this is nothing. So we're going this way. And this is our room with our ice waterfall in it. So we're going to jump down to this waterway. And we're going to follow this all the way up to the ice waterfall. And there can be a wolf in here. This is where Maisie lives, so just be careful. Okay, once we get to this ice waterfall, we're going to turn around and look behind us, and we'll see if we can go up here. And we're just going to follow this up to this ledge and go that way. And we're just going to keep on going. All right. So here we can go left or we can go right. We're going to go right. And just keep on going. And these paths, this lower path and this upper path goes to the same place. So you can go either way. All right, and right here, there's something off to our left, but we want to continue to go straight, so we're just going to work our way up this little ramp here. Now, this does not go to the same place. This goes down to like a little lower level, but we want to go this way because we're trying to get to Sundered Pass. So we want to come to this rock climb, and we want to go up. And here we are at Sundered Pass. Ta-da! Sundered Pass. And that is how you go from the Zone of Contamination to Sundered Pass. Okay, so we're in Sundered Pass by our transition cave, and we're going to be going to Zoc this time. Or the Zone of Contamination. But first, if you don't know where this cave is... So here is the transition to Transfer Pass. Here's the weather station. Here's the transition cave. So for a closer look, there's a cave here. Here's the lonely cabin. And if you go up, there's a path here that'll take you to a rope climb. You go up this rope climb, and then you'll end up in this top level. And then the transition cave is right here on this top level. It's fairly close to this rope as well. All right, but let's go ahead and make our way to the Zone of Contamination. All right, let's get our lantern on and let's go. Okay, so we're going to come to this little climbing area. You go down that, or you can climb down it like a normal person. So there is a path here that goes down. There can be good stuff down here, but we're going to Zoc. So we're going to continue straight. There's a little thing over here. Sometimes there's loot there. We're going to be going straight again. We're going to work our way back to the room with the big ice waterfall in it. And this is this room with the split that goes to the same place. So you can take the higher path or the lower path. And you will end up right here. So that's just a little dead end. So we're going to go this way. All right, here's our first decision. We can go right or we can go straight. We're going straight. And here's our room with our big ice waterfall. And we're actually going to go down to the water. Down to the water. And we're going to follow this waterway here while keeping an eye on our left. You see, this is really steep here. We don't want to go there. We're looking for a place where it looks fairly flat where we can walk up. We're just going to keep on following the water until we find that, which is right here. You'll notice there's like this little random rock here in the middle, and that's a good indicator of where you can go up. So we're going to go up here, and then we're going to head down this path here. And we're going to head down this ramp. And here's our big open area where the rope climb is. So we're just going to follow this ledge. We're trying to get over there. So if you can see there's a bridge up here, we're going to follow this ledge to the bridge. Go around and then go down the rope. Over our bridge. And to our rope. Okay, rope. Down the rope we go. Amazing. All right. And this way. And we're just going to follow this little path here. Deeper into this cave system. All right. So we can go to our left here or to our right. We're going to go right. And we'll just be following this tunnel. So here We can go to our left or we can go to the right. We want to go to the right. I don't know if you can see our bridge over there. But it is there, so we're going to follow this path because we want to go back across that bridge. And be careful not to fall down there. Instant death. And here's our bridge. So we're going to hang a left and go over our bridge. Okay. Can't be stopped. We've made it over the bridge. We're just going to follow this ledge until we get to a tunnel. Here's our tunnel. And then we have a ramp to go down. Okay. All these winding paths. Okay. So first decision is straight or right. We're going right. And we're just going to keep going. All right, you're going to come to this, and it's going to look like you can't go anywhere. But you're actually going to walk up here. And here is our bridge. So if we go from here, we go to the right, that goes to Forsaken Airfield. If we go to the left, this goes to the Zone of Contamination. So we're going to follow this. Go into this tunnel here and make our way to the Zone of Contamination. And just following this tunnel until we go here. We can go right, which is a dead end, or go left. We're going left. There's another path right here off to our left, or we can go straight. We're going straight. Until we get to this little crouching area. Here we are. Okay. Through the little crouchy area. Okay. Now, we can go straight or we can veer left. We're going to go straight. And here is our little creek. So once we get to this, we're going to turn right. And we're just going to follow this waterway out. There it is. I see light. And here we are in the Zone of Contamination. And last but not least, we're going to go from Sundered Pass to Forsaken Airfield. I need oil. And I know this is going to use up the jerry can, but this is just the file I'm using for cave directions, so that's alright if we lose it. Okay, into our cave. We're going to light this. And here's our rock climb. We're just going to go down here, or you can climb down it. So here, we want to go straight. There is a path here that goes down. There's another rock climb there. Sometimes there's stuff down there, so it's good to check. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to go straight. Now to the right, there's really nothing here. Sometimes there's a campfire and stuff. So we're going to go straight. And these two go to the same place. So we're just going to go on this way. No wrong decisions here, though. And continue on straight. Alright. So here's our first decision. We can veer to the right or veer to the left. We're going left. Alright, here's our cave with our big ice waterfall in it. Still no Maisie, but that's alright. And we're going to go down here and get on the water. And then we're going to follow the waterway for a little while. We're going to keep an eye on our left-hand side. Try and find a spot where we can get up here. There's a little rock here right in the middle. And I always use that. Oh, there it is. Yep. I use this to know where I can go up. So here's our rock in the middle. So we can go up here. And then head into this tunnel. Okay. Have a ramp to go down. So we're just going to follow this all the way down. And then here's our next ramp. Not a big one. We can hear wind, and that's a good sign. And our rope climb is right over here on the other side. So we're going to follow this ledge to this bridge right here, and then head down the rope. All right, down we go. Okay. All right. And then we're just going to be following this ledge. All right, here's our green rocks. And then we're heading down here. So here we come to our first point of decision. We can go to the left or we can go straight. We're going to go straight. All right. And then once we come here, we can go right or we can go left. If we go left, we're just going to circle back around to where we were. So we're going right. And we're going to look for a stone bridge across this chasm here. Stone bridge. There it is. Here's our bridge. So we're going to go across this bridge. And we're just going to follow it until we get to our next little cave system. Still kind of in this giant area with this chasm. Okay, here we are. Here's our cave system. Okay, we have a ramp to go down. I'll just follow that all the way to the bottom. And then this is kind of winding. All right, so now we can go straight or we can go left. We're going to go left. And we're just going to keep on following it until we get to this. This kind of looks like rubble and you can't really go up it, but you can. This is actually a stone bridge. We're going to cross this. Now, once we get to this point, if we go to the left, that goes to the Zone of Contamination. If we go right, this goes to Forsaken Airfield. So we're going this way. Now, you'll see this cave here. This is the wrong cave. We want this cave right here. It looks like, I always say it looks like a stone door frame. So that's how I remember it. And go this way, just down here. We should come to another ramp really soon. Or not yet. All right, so we can go straight or we can go to the right. We're going straight. Here's our ramp. Okay, I'm just gonna follow this ramp all the way down. Okay, at the bottom, we've done it. We'll just continue going. Forward march. All right. Next decision. We can go straight or we can go to the left. We are going straight. All right. Next, we can go straight or we can go to the right. We're going to go right and we're going to find this left side wall here and we're going to cling to that. Okay. Here's another decision right here. You can go right or you can go straight. We're going to go straight. And then just follow this tunnel. And there's our patch of snow. So that's how we know that's where we want to be. This is right. Okay, patch of snow. And here's the exit to Forsaken Airfield. Here we are. Excellent. We made it. But that should be how to get from whatever region you are coming from to whatever region you want to go through this horrible maze-like cave. I hope this video helps, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.